Single Dad's CEO leaned close, she said, "Tell me I still have a chance. Don't let it be too late." The moment Daniel heard his CEO whisper those words, his entire world froze. Not because she was his boss. Not because the office lights were dim and the boardroom was empty. But because her voice was trembling, the kind of tremble that comes from regret, not power. And Daniel Cruz, a single father who barely survived each day on faith and coffee, never expected this kind of moment to find him. Daniel's mornings always began the same way, packing his 8-year-old daughter Sophia's lunch with extra care, even when the fridge was nearly empty. He worked as an operations analyst at a fast-growing tech firm in Chicago, a job that paid just enough to keep them afloat after his wife passed away 3 years earlier. He was never late. Never complained. Never asked for favors. Kindness, he believed, was something you gave quietly, without expecting it to come back. At work, he was invisible. Useful, but invisible. Except to one person. CEO Evelyn Hart. She noticed the way Daniel stayed late to help struggling co-workers, how he covered shifts for parents who needed to leave early, how he once gave his winter coat to a janitor during a brutal December night. But she never said anything. Not until that evening. It was past 9 p.m. The office floor was nearly empty when Daniel was called into the executive boardroom. His first thought was panic. Had he messed up? Was this about layoffs? Evelyn stood by the window, city lights reflecting in her eyes. She looked different without the sharp blazer and confident posture. Smaller. Tired. "Daniel," she said softly, turning around. "Thank you for staying late." He nodded. "Of course, ma'am." There was a pause. A long one. Then she leaned closer than he expected. "Tell me I still have a chance," she whispered. "Don't let it be too late." Daniel blinked, stunned. This wasn't a performance review. This wasn't business. This was something else.